The real deal. I'm feeling like this is show 106 for sure. We might have a few flub the dubbers because our Gus Stop Gusser's not around tonight. He threw us under the speed bus and canceled and didn't make it, but it's okay. We're live. This is show 106 of The Gathering Point here at the Glass Academy in Dearborn, Michigan. We got Jacob over there substituting on tech support, and he is sweating, not from the heat, but just from the fingers on the computer.
Oh my God.
Woo! We got Jake here, we got Jason here,
all right,
we got Kaylee here, and we got Michelle over here, everybody, and we got our crap straight. Check out that cool looking teapot. Handmade here at the Glass Academy for our Mom and Me tea event, which is going to be coming up real soon. We got a tasty little gnome action going on tonight. We've got some information about our Mom and Me tea. We got our cool giveaway, and we got some other, look at these vases. You guys are gonna find out what's all going on with Michelle and these sweet new vases. So, normally we start out with a Will It Burn, but what are we doing tonight, boys?
Let them know, Jason, we got a challenge.
If you've ever been here before, ever seen our online store, we have these Michigan raindrops we make here, and they're quite a challenge to make. So today we're turning that into a challenge itself. We're going to be gathering up some recycled glass. We're going to see who can make the drop the longest on the end of the pipe today. So that's what we're doing for.
And I would say if it's exactly the same height, then girth does become a factor.
Really?
In this challenge.
The girth of the teardrop.
That's right.
All right, well, the other thing I want to say is that if the piece does fall all the way to the floor, that is a epic fail.
Disqualification.
And everybody can just put a bunch of thumbs up for that awarding situation. Uh-oh. What's going on? You know, who's in on it too? Michelle's doing it, Jason's doing it, Jake's doing it, and I'm doing it. And Kaylee is not doing it.
I guess I'll hold that.
All right. So Kaylee's taking the camera.
Yeah. Dad, I would untuck your microphone out of the inside of your shirt and covered by your mask.
All right. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Take my mask off.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who want to just take their masks off. But here's the microphone hidden underneath here. Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
Okay, so we're gonna do spin the mold once again to see who is going first here, and we decided that whoever's going first kind of has the leg down for this scenario because there's the leg down. Because
get a shot of the feet, Kaylee, so we can all see these
that's
sweet
a good
feet.
question.
Look at
Probably
Michelle's
not.
feet.
Duck shoes.
She's got some duck shoes. We got Jake's, these are his clean boarding shoes.
Nikes, what?
We got some fancy ergonomic, you're gelling, aren't you?
Gelling down there?
Oh, you're not? And I got the flip-flops on, guys, because it's summer now and nothing else but flip-flops.
All right, so here we go then. It's going down, and the first person who's going is going to figure out how difficult it is to make the raindrops.
Okay.
Oh! We got Jake. Now,
That was a lame spiral.
now let's spin who's going to do it next, because we get our order.
All right, get in there. Triangular it up.
Michelle's
Mom's next.
All right, me and you.
Oh,
That's a
I'm
bummer.
last.
That's
all
a
right.
real bummer. All right, well, I'm going to get it going then. I'm going to make an executive decision to go for one of these large pipes.
Really?
That's right. The glass is hot today, folks. I'm really nervous, and I think we all should be nervous that you're going to drop this thing on the floor. It's going to be too hot.
I think it's just going to be a nervous night for Jake. So he gets a molten gather, one gather. It's pretty big.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, Jake's going for some serious
And we said no fans. Jason asked that while we were setting up. Normally we use a fan to cool this thing down, but
Objective is to get that glass to drop at the right temperature, that it doesn't fall too quickly,
to the floor.
because it'll hit the floor, but it doesn't fall too late, because then it won't drip out and get the full length. Here goes Jake. Here he goes. Oh boy, I'm thinking this one's looking a little bit something or other. Whoa. This is pretty crazy, folks.
Come on, a little more. Well, I didn't drop it, but that is a pretty monster raindrop right there.
Whoa.
All right, I will. What?
We see the length. He's going to knock it off, and he's going to put it on the knockoff bench right here.
How am I supposed to follow that?
What do you mean it's not that long? It's only as long as my forearm.
All right, you guys, give Jake one thumbs up, because this thing's not that long.
Oh, God. I didn't
So
want to
he's-
drop it.
He's knocking it off. It looks like it's probably about, I'd say, a good 20 inches maybe. We got a tape measure over there that we'll probably go grab. And Michelle's going to be gathering hers up. While I go get the tape measure real quick.
No, get back.
What? What? Jake, go get the tape measure.
Where's the tape measure?
On that table over there with the
All right.
bag. All right.
You gonna take this from me, Mom, or are you just gonna go for it?
All right, Michelle's going. We got number 2. Oh, look it. She's got it a little gather for one gather. That's so small. What are you going to do? Oh, the rules? Yeah, there was one gather rule, wasn't there?
Yep. She can get one.
Let it
retry
drop really
for one
quick.
Gather. What? She's going for 2 though?
She's going for 2 gathers. Why don't you start
we can
over?
talk about that if she wins. Yeah.
Nice. Look at her. She's trying to cheat everybody. She was trying to cheat. Listen to this, you guys. That's the boss coming. Michelle just got thrown under it. All right. She's got a nice hot gather, folks. She's working the glass back and forth. The glass is looking at about 1,800, 1,900. Ah, the flip-flops. She's going to start letting the glass drip slowly. She's working it. You can see the motion in her hands, her thumbs twisting. Now we're going to let it go. This one looks like it's going to be about a 10-incher. She's swinging it. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, look! She's got the torch out, folks. She doesn't give a crap. She's a honey badger.
I don't know if you're gonna get it where it needs to go.
Oh, boy. Here we go. We got ourselves a little drip. Oh!
Bounced.
There it is right there, guys. Oh, no problem, no problem. That's all right. Nice try, Shell.
We got some words for the people then?
All right, now, Jason, you want to do some stretches before you do your thing? Get a little workout, loosen the bones. Good.
All right.
Get the juices flowing. Jay's up.
I'm going to try a bigger one, too.
Oh, he's going for the big pipe. Well, you go talk to him. We got a film crew coming in tonight.
Yeah, they're going to be working around us. Get ready.
All right.
Jason, that's a
got
pretty
him.
good
Old
gather.
Gather's coming up to the 50-yard line, folks. Here he comes. He's going to be getting up on the bench because he's anticipating a long drop.
Always.
A long, wild drop. We're going to get about a 4-footer here, hopefully. He's
Here
not
we go,
messing
here
around.
we go. He's going for the long boy, I can tell. I like it.
Oh, it's hot. He's
boy,
going to be
it's
pointing
hot.
that thing at the... Oh!
He jumped away, you saw it.
We got ourselves a
Do we measure all of the strings?
I don't know.
nice try.
All right, Chris.
All right.
I'll be taking this.
Wait, can I
Nice one, Jason.
Can I
Let's
break
see.
it
It's almost there.
Man's got extra string.
We want to eventually have this be a class here at the Glass Academy, a $20 challenge. You guys come up and give it a shot yourselves.
It could be like some type of a bet, like you do
Yeah.
at Cedar Point, where it's like if you put $20 down and you drop it more than like 24 inches, but it doesn't fall off on the floor, you get $40 to spend in the gallery.
Totally.
Double your money.
Totally.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
All right,
So good.
guys.
All right,
Going
he's got
for
a
my hot
pipe.
gather.
He's going for a gather. Oh, big gather, big gather. He's going to shape it up, pull a little off of the pipe there. Let's see what we got. He's taking his time with it. It's definitely going to be a wider drop, but can he get the heating correct? This is the question. Look at that motion.
He is. He's in the zone.
No, baby.
Uh-oh, a little cool down from Mom. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know. It's looking pretty good.
Dang it! It's still going. It's still going.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Dang.
Well, I guess we
we're
better
gonna
just take a
practice
look
this,
at
you
the
guys.
only
We're gonna practice so every
surviving
time we
raindrop
do it.
and the longest raindrop in our gallery and here made at the Glass Academy. Thank you very much, everybody, for your support. It's a beautiful raindrop.
Still hot?
Not really.
I'm on Facebook, everyone.
Bye-bye. Look
It's a
at
nice
that
one.
beauty. It is pretty nice. It bent a little when I laid it down, but it's pretty darn straight.
I can guarantee that end's still really hot.
For sure.
All right, so now we're gonna do a warmer-upper.
That's true.
That's me, guys, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something that we're really trying to showcase.
Yeah, let's go over the board, but you can talk about it too.
All right, let's go over here. We're talking about the warmer-upper for starters. I'm gonna do a recycled mug, all out of 100% recycle, just like I did last week. Jake and I have been working on a line of recycled mugs, which it's only all clear blue, beautiful optical glass that is only that shade, no color in it, that shows off the watery, unbelievable essence of what just pure crystal one color glass is. So we made like what, 5 mugs today that are
I think
all
we made about 6.
6 of them, and they're going to be all 6 ones. It's going to be called the Recycle line, and it's going to be really beautiful. So we got the 106 show. You guys know that. The featured item on the table, which Jake will give you a quick little peek, just really fast, Jake, because we don't want to spoil it.
Oh, baby.
The recycled one gather vases, Michelle's design, unbelievable. We sell so many of these things over the last, I don't know how many years ago she designed this, but it's a super, super sweet hot item.
Minimalistic and delicious.
Ooh, you can't eat it, but you can taste it if you want. You can pour a little maple syrup on it or something. But we got show number 106, the warmer-upper piece. I just told you what I'm making. Then we've got Michelle's piece. She's doing a custom piece for Tanya, and it's going to be done by Michelle. And then after that, we've got 2 artist choices, which Michelle is going to make the decision of what that artist choice is. But I know Jake's going to be making one of them. You think it's going to be a gnome, Jake?
Yeah, I think we might take it to Gnomeville, guys. We've started creating our pre-orders and making it happen today, and we've got some beautiful additions to the design, and we're going to be making one because they are clean looking.
Yeah, and then number 4 is going to be a piece that Michelle makes, artist choice piece. And then we've got the giveaway, which is going to be something that I'm going to make tonight. So I'm going to be on the camera a lot tonight, and Jake's going to be on the camera, and Michelle's going to be doing some serious blowing. That's right, baby.
Serious.
But we can mention the question, can't we?
We sure can.
All right, you guys, the question is tonight, what's your favorite spring flower? And you answer that question, and you put that question in an email, and you send it to enews@glassacademy.com. And you also push the feed for us, guys. Push it real good.
Spread the feed.
Spread the feed through all your friends. Hit that button with the S-H-A-R-E. We don't say that because there's algorithms out there that give you the smackdown if you say it. So S-H-A-R-E, the feed. Check out this beautiful
Look
piece.
at that action. They are so
Brand new
sweet.
design by Michelle, and these things are about as tasty as they get.
Can I talk about my work? Or?
Excuse me, Michelle. She wants to talk about her work, everybody. Could you please step aside? I'll do it.
I can look at the table.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll take a look at the table.
I thought you were going to talk about your work.
Come to the table.
All right.
Mic removal.
Mic removal.
And let's take a look at this show, or this table here.
So here's the deal. One gather vases. Why are they called one gather?
Why? Tell us.
Because you take one gather.
What's the name of our show?
The Gathering Point.
What is a gather?
Here at the Gathering Point, we're going to go over that. We're going to walk to the furnace. We're going to dip in, and I'm going to take one gather. These are all one gather of glass, and my goal is to create different shapes and designs in them. We have dried flowers in there because we want the vases to be fresh for you. These are called one and done today. If you see a shape you'd like, get it because there's only one of a kind. They're all unique and individual. When you fill them with water, I suggest halfway because the reflection through the clear glass is absolutely stunning. And we have flowers in them now. Again, they're dried flowers, but you go to your yard and you can take a flowering branch, anything you want, and put them in them, and they're really beautiful. Now, number 13, come this way, is a new design, and this was for taller items. This is actually a real flower, and the reason I did, first off, I have to say thank you to Tanya. This is her custom order. She's going to get a grouping of these. But I did this solid base so that they're really sturdy and that you can have this taller too.
Look at that.
That would allow you to
flower in
put
there.
like a flowering branch forsythite. I can't say the word. It's the yellow tree that's blooming right now. It's a shrub. And you could cut a nice branch of that and put it in and it would look amazing.
I like it.
And it doesn't take a lot of, it's not intimidating. A lot of flower vases, I'm not putting together bouquets of flowers in my living room, but when I see this guy right here and I think about having one of these on my table and I just grab a little rose at the store or see a beautiful flower on the side of the road and I pluck one of those fellas and toss it in there, that's simple and it's a beautiful centerpiece and a beautiful piece.
And the thing
So
I
I'm
want
loving that.
to say about it, you guys, is that it's clear crystal in the main body of the bubble, but then it's recycled glass over it. So to get those different combinations of clarity between clear crystal and recycle, I think that's super sweet.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. Chris is on the warmer-upper. Jason's putting up pipes. We are at the Glass Academy. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be hopping onto the camera. As you see, the Gus stop is empty today. It becomes the Jacob stop. So I'm going to be answering questions for you guys tonight. We do have some tech support in the back. Michelle, who you guys just saw, and Kaylee will be answering questions as well. So it's a group of 5 of us tonight, dialing it down. And this is the Gathering Point. No, number 106. Woo! Yes.
Could you
106.
hold this pipe for me for a second? I'll turn
Michelle
down
on the pipe
furnace.
tonight. It's going to be a beautiful show.
I got
The
a
weather
feeling.
is beautiful. We've got the doors open.
little
We're
hot.
thinking about opening up the large windows up top here in the shop very soon now. But things are nice. And like we were talking about, Jason and I were crushing out gnomes today. We actually made a few pumpkins, guys, and as crazy as it is to believe, it's already getting into pumpkin season here at the Glass Academy.
It is?
All the way up into October. That's right. And that was the first time I've made pumpkins with Jason, so we were working on the stems.
How did I do?
And it was going pretty good, guys. You guys are seeing it on the show. He's doing an amazing job. Things are coming together around here, and I love it.
I'm heating up the blowpipe. This pipe, we didn't know what we were making for the warmer-upper, and I'm making a mug, and I need a bigger pipe. I need an 1.25 inch end on it. So we
What
had all.
color pipe is that?
This one is a green, which means it's an 1.25 inch on the end. And now it's just red on the end, so I'm
Ooh.
gathering up the gather.
I like it. into the recycle. We used it today, so it's a bit lower now. I'd say it's about a little less than halfway. And he's got a perfect gather there. Just fighting with the door, getting the right amount of glass. But the recycle is beautiful today, guys. And this was it yesterday at the very top of the tank. These recycle babies right here. I'd say it's probably a hair darker than it was, but just recently, actually last week, I dug out the entire tank because we were starting to get a few rocks in the glass. And that's a pretty cool piece.
What are rocks?
That's what I'm gonna explain right now. Rocks are pieces of crucible that pop off, and it's really kind of a cool thing. It's a rare thing that you get, and every glass shop has its own affiliation with impurities in the glass. And some glass shops will throw away any piece that has a bubble in it. We really embrace a lot of the individuality in a lot of the pieces in the material itself. And so sometimes you get a rock in the piece. It's kind of cool. It's a rare piece. It's something that doesn't happen often. It's from the glass being corrosive and pulling apart that clay crucible that holds the glass. But there were becoming a few too many rocks, and I was seeing it in every piece we made. So we dug out the rest of the tank over there, poured it all onto the metal marver, let it cool down, and then recharged it with a brand new batch of recycled glass. So that's a pretty cool thing right there. Chris is hitting the optic mold. That's a beautiful thing to do with this recycled blue glass, everyone. And you'll see in this line of mugs that we created that will be on the website shortly, that we've really tried to put a lot of optics in a lot of those mugs that we made in order to show the quality of the glass and the quality of the craftsmanship. And that's what he's going to show you guys right now. Oh, and it looks like Joey's in the house.
Joey!
What's happening? Let's get it, Joey. I've been seeing some videos of Joey. I talked with him briefly on Instagram the other day. It sounds like things are amazing in Texas.
Shop's looking pretty cool.
I haven't seen the shop.
I saw him when he was
saw
doing his live feed. I checked one out, and the shop's looking. I didn't see the whole interior, but I saw around the lathe and stuff like that. Looks super sweet, Joey.
Yeah. Love it. Question from Kathleen about the recycled blue. How long does it take for the color to burn off? It takes as long as it takes for the glass to get hot again. And honestly, we don't even mix it.
Harder?
I know a lot of glass shops that are a little hesitant to do this kind of process, but we found it's really a lot simpler and takes a lot less maintenance than we had ever thought it would. You literally just toss our extra glass in there, melt it down, and we're able to reuse it. And that really allows for us, if it was really high maintenance and we had to pick it and pull it and get crazy with it, it may not be correct for us to do.
So the website is live.
Oh, it's 6:30 already?
Yeah, their one and dones are, you know, so there's 12 of those. The vase I'm making that has not been named yet, I have to name it. We have 10 up at a special price, and after that they get raised. So 10 lucky people can get that vase at a special price, which is listed right now.
What's the number on that one?
Number 13.
13.
Love it.
It's not unlucky, it's lucky.
All right, all right. A lot of love for Joey in the chat. We love to see it. That tells us we got a lot of repeat watchers here in Glass Academy Addicts. Joey, for anybody who's new, was our previous assistant and probably did shows, I think, 1 through 100. So we're our 6th show without Joey here. He's been through quite a few with us, maybe not the first 15 or so.
He's still our assistant because I bet you if I yelled right now, I need a pony, Joey, he could get here quick enough because he used to move so fast around the studio, he would be like flying.
That's awesome. And yeah, Lori, that's true. She looks like Lori got a couple of our mystery taster pieces. Those were recycled glasses. That sounds like that's from the 100th show, or maybe we had some of those available. I think maybe could have been even last week. But those are beautiful, and you love to see that color change between all the different ones, and the optics are delicious. You guys know it. Look at this.
Okay, good. I'll take a bit.
Going for the short, squatty boy.
Tankard.
Tankard.
No, this is a recycled foot. Nice optics going on there.
Beautiful.
This is going to be a low, wide tankard. Really good for drinking stouts, barley wines, bourbon barrels, all kinds of stuff like that that needs to breathe. You want that beer to breathe.
Alexis, the governor is calling for a shutdown, but it hasn't been called yet. So nothing's been affected to us. We're still just kind of taking it day by day
Thank you for asking.
and seeing what the deal is, guys. We're hoping for the best, hoping that we can keep our business rolling here, which has happened throughout this pandemic, and we can
Yeah.
always do these live videos with our family.
And I would say on that note, thank you for everyone watching. It was through last
That's
year
right.
that we met so many of you. Our local customers were amazing and followed us through everything,
hand up.
but we gained a lot of new customers. We got any Sticky Lally fans in the house?
Yeah, let's hear it for the Sticky fans.
Nope,
Tell us
'cause I'm
where
gonna
you're
do a
from.
Rosetta
What
Foot.
state are you watching from?
Yeah. Dina, some of the gnomes may have flowers on them. We're gonna see. We've been
braids. We got to remember to do the braids.
braids on some of them for sure. We're gonna be giving it some special action, and we're gonna see what we can come up with for sure. So if that answer said
There's a lot
anything
of
to
them.
you, it was pretty much a maybe. We're gonna do what we can
Yes,
and
please.
get creative with it, and they're all gonna be individual and super cool. And we're pretty happy with how the design's coming along. I'm excited to show you guys it a little bit later.
Yeah, so Gnome Land, we're going to go to Gnome Land later. We started, Jake and Jason started making them. You're going to see one live today.
Here's a pretty cool question or answer. I don't know if you already asked people for names, but Angela said that number 13 could be called a picket vase, reminiscent of a
Oh,
picket
like
fence.
Picket fence.
That looks pretty cool. I do like that a lot.
So here's the thing, when I was making it, you're gonna see this
Oh,
technique.
yeah.
It felt like a hug. It felt like it was just
Aw.
like grabbing it and just giving it love.
That's amazing.
Give it a little flash.
It's a beautiful piece. I love those a lot. Carrie's loving the mystery tasting glass, and I did see that picture. Carrie got the warmer-upper from last week. That was the recycle mug. Very
Oh.
similar to what's happening here.
Yeah, that was a
a
nice
beauty.
mug.
Saw that picture on the Glass Academy Addicts. Anybody who's new to the show, guys, we have a Facebook page with about 500 people on it, ran by our fans that are enjoying spreading the love and talking about their glass pieces and other small local artists nearby them. It's a beautiful
Does it
community, and they've
cost
got a lot of
anything?
answers for you, and it's totally free. So you do have to answer a couple
Just gonna
questions like
flare
what
it
our
open.
favorite color is here at the
Paddle it.
shop that starts
Sure.
with a P and ends with a...
Yeah, so while we're on the topic of Glass Addicts, I want to say thanks everyone. It's been a joy seeing what's going on with you guys and seeing as you get your packages and opening them. The slugs did have some duty to Canada. That is definitely something that happens, but they arrived safely, the incense slugs. So thanks everyone for sharing all that you do. It's been pretty amazing.
Heck yeah. All right, Brenda, watching from the beginning, you guys. I know we ask about new viewers all the time, but how about the people that are watching from the very beginning, guys? How about like first 10 episodes? How many of you guys have seen the first 10 episodes? Or even if you guys have gone back and watched them, because as you know, all of these are still uploaded and live on YouTube, not live, but viewable on YouTube and on Facebook.
Very lightly.
And we've got, what now, 106 of them? Jeez. But we are going to be giving away another piece tonight, you guys. This is the warmer-upper. This guy's going to be for sale. The final piece of the day that we make is going to be the giveaway, as we always do. And you guys can enter to win by spreading the feed. Watch out for that S word now. Spreading the feed and sending
Is that
this
like
question.
spreading mulch?
Yeah, it's like spreading virtual
Hold
mulch.
that. Let me get the handle for you.
And this is the question for tonight, guys. What's your favorite spring flower? You guys email that to enews@glassacademy.com. Tonight we're going to do our giveaway process a little bit different. We're going to actually spin the wheel for you guys on the show, kind of like we did on the 100th show, and show you guys how that randomizing process works. So maybe that's a little more exciting for you guys than us just pulling up the name for you. You'll have to let us know what you think, but you guys spread that feed and answer the giveaway question, and we will correlate your names, enter you to win, and spin the wheel on the following show. And we got a little camera crew action in here tonight. How are you? All right. And it looks like Chris is getting something going on.
I'm going to say.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, the shows are on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, you can go back and view them. So if you missed them this time, you can go back and view them.
Love it, you guys. Ooh, Pammy with the black and silver twisty mug. I love it. Oh, if you want to give them a little intro how this all goes, Jason is getting the spotlight. Look at that. You look great, Jason. You look good.
All right, so Detroit Metro Business Convention Center is doing a trendy traveler. They're doing a tourism package. And they asked if they could come by and film some live glass blowing. So of course we said yes. The film crew has been busy all day, running around doing all kinds of stuff. They pulled in just in time for our show. We've allowed ample space. They're able to move around, and they're going to get some footage of what we do that you'll see on Tourism Detroit.
Heck yeah. Getting it going, you guys. I love to see it, and I love to see these names of who has been watching from the beginning. The other really cool thing to think about, guys, is that not everybody is commenting and not everybody is super active in the chat or in the Glass Academy Addicts page. And we know there's a lot of you guys that don't want to comment or just don't want to take the time to exit the video and send your comments in. So we really appreciate all of you guys out there that are the silent viewers. And even if you're not commenting now, I know there's more than the people I'm seeing right here that have watched from the beginning. But Monica, Carrie's watching. Watch some of the old ones. I love it. Darla, yeah, we know you've been around, that's for sure. Taylor, I love it. The Owls, that's awesome. Mary's been here. Sharon, you know it. A lot of familiar names, and I just had an ad pop up that popped me to the bottom, so I'm not going to get through all the names, you guys, but we love learning your guys' names and what's going on with everything in your lives and what's going on with our lives. And look at this action. Going for a ear-shaped handle. Look at those jacks. Beautiful. Optically twisted handle. It's a bold move from Chris over here. Pulling that out with Jason. Making the handle himself and then telling Jason what to do in the moment. That's probably the first one Jason's done. Is that true? Optically twisted, or you've done?
I think I've done a
couple of them now? Nice. That one went on like a beauty. Look at that action. That's my favorite handle to hold. It fits my hand the most comfortable. Look at that. Ooh, baby. We put our phone that close to the glass, it explodes in our hand. I love it, guys. And I also know, yes? Yes, and we're not wearing masks here, guys, because we're family. My dad, my mom, and I, we see each other and work together every day here. Jason's our assistant, and he's the only other one that's not wearing a mask around us because we're working together blowing glass every day. So we keep it tight around here, and that's what we're doing. But what I was going to say with all these beautiful names, I don't know, I lost it. But it's just a really great thing, guys, having you guys watching us on the show, keeping the business afloat for us through these crazy times. Love that the vaccine is rolling out. People are getting vaccinated. Things are slowly getting a little more comfortable, but we're not pushing the boundaries. And look at that thumb saddle. You see Dad holding the pipe in the air there. Oh, maybe that's what I was going to talk about, was the ice pack or something, but thank you, Mom, for that. Holding the pipe in his left hand up in the air like that and applying bits like that without having any stability on the bench is a really interesting move, and it takes a lot of dexterity to make that happen with both your hands working. Here comes the GA stamp. Little bit of glass from Jason, nice and juicy. Chris gives it a little torch, hits it with the stamp, and we've got our insignia on the side of the mug. You know that was made here. If you guys didn't know it was made here, you could watch this video and know that it was made here. But now what I remember, look at this, is that I was gonna mention how a lot of people aren't even watching the show live too. We're averaging about 150 people watching live, and we've got a lot of people that watch later in the day. We realize Tuesday nights, it's not always the perfect night for everyone. We tried to find the best night, and I think we found our best night for our viewers. But a lot of people watch after the fact, and for all you guys that are going to be watching tomorrow and the next day and the next day, we love that you guys are entering in the giveaway. We love that you guys are spreading the feed, and we love that you guys are watching our show and enjoying what we do for a living, because we love it a lot. There we go, Jason, take that, baby. Nice work. All right, Scott, love to see it, you guys. Batch is doing amazing today, and that was a beautiful piece.
That was a nice warmer-upper, and I'll tell you what, guys, I'm warmed up, and having 2 camera crews jumping around in front of the glory hole, that's a nice thing, but you just got to watch out, because it'd be horrible if you stuck one of those hot pieces on somebody's shoulder. So we got to make sure that we're careful with that kind of stuff, but that turned out great. So now we're moving on
go
to
over the table, and then I'm going to hand you the camera.
All right, well, why don't you hand me the camera, and you do the talking.
All right, that sounds cool.
All right, guys, what's up? We got our DMCVB specialists here.
In looking at the table here,
What? There's not much left, guys.
the
These are
website
gone.
went live and things went quick. So we're about halfway done with our One Gather vases here tonight, guys, and that's a beautiful trio. Again, look at the ridiculous display, guys. Christina's in here and she redoes these for every single show. Mom puts her designs into it. Obviously the glass is handmade by us, but with all the props we have here at the Glass Academy, these displays are ridiculous, and we want you guys to see how it would look in your home. And can you imagine if you had a bookshelf and you had 2 sitting on their side right here with flowers like that? Number 6, 2 beautiful pieces. You can buy these guys for the show are not real flowers. So imagine, I mean, look how beautiful that looks already. And you don't even really know the difference. You put a little bit of water in there.
Let's just see how real it really is, Jake. Take a sniff. Any good?
It was all right. But it looks like we got 6 left. So that's 6 of 12. We must still have, we put up 10 limited edition, new design. They're going to be 20 bucks, I believe, or maybe I think it was 30 bucks cheaper than they're going to be once we put them on the website.
Yeah.
So there are 10 of those tonight for the first 10 people who want to purchase Michelle, my mother's brand new design here at the Glass Academy. And we love seeing new designs come out like that, and we love unveiling them on the live show. So 10 spots for that. Then we're going to take some more prototyping time and get it up on the website for you guys and have everything ready to roll.
All right, all right. Well, Michelle's over there getting crazy with the film crew from the DMCVB. Let's see if I can get myself up in the action. And I'll tell you guys what, since these guys can't hear me, but these guys have not been around molten glass very often. And the guy with the camera is literally putting his camera within like about 3 inches of the glory hole. I thought he was going to touch the camera to the hot glass that I was working. So what's going to happen is, you've known that our iPhones exploded because we've had them too hot. Well, this guy is literally not using the zoom at all. He's going to melt the camera. Check it out, you guys. He's rubbing the lens right up on it. It's all right, though. It might work fine. Maybe this might be some super heat resistant dealio that I don't know about, but we'll find out. All right, we got live action going on. Michelle is... It's a Snoopy.
Look at that, folks. Double Snoopy?
I don't know. That's a big nose, big chin, something or other.
Jason, that's pretty impressive, dude.
You missed it.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
That was as cool as flaming cheese. All right, you guys. Well, Michelle now is gathering up her one gather, literally, and it is the piece and it is the name of the piece. She's got one gather, blowing that piece out, taking her time. Oh, this is the new piece. Well, all right. This is the new piece that we have on there, the limited quantity. I love it.
Nice and slow.
Beautiful.
Now Michelle's putting her microphone on so she can let you guys in on the inside scoop of what's going on around these parts right now.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
As you guys know, we're not some super duper professional filming
I will not
action
need
crew.
bench blowing.
That's these guys over here getting crazy with the heavy duty equipment. But we are the Glass Academy here in Dearborn, Michigan. And if you're coming into town, you want to visit us, you want to hook up with the DMCVB, the Detroit Metro Business and Convention Bureau. That was it, right, guys? Thanks. Detroit Metro Business and Convention Bureau. These guys are great. They deal with everything in the city of Detroit, and we're the little D, just outside of Detroit, about 10 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna do the one over top.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Michelle is gonna be putting the bit on the bottom of her piece. This is what she's making right here, guys. I'm gonna hold it up. It's a gathered vase that's got that bit put onto the bottom, which is a beautiful looking bit, and it's got that great optical effect to it that is really nice with the recycled glass over clear crystal. I like it. So Jason's bringing her that molten gather, and she's going to be going onto the bottom of the piece with that molten gather, and then she's going to be going right into the optic mold.
Nice job.
Looking good, looking good. Now she takes that bit into the mold.
Ooh, that's how we get the love around it.
Oh, I like that one. Let's use that special word, you guys. Undulation. You don't pull that one out of your arsenal of words unless you're talking some serious movement. Look at
Yes.
these guys.
So the trick
This
now
guy's gonna rub his
is
camera right on Michelle's piece.
I have to let this cool off a little bit, but not the top, which is very cold. So back in the furnace I go. It's kind of weird talking from this angle. I'm used to having the camera and talking. So I'm letting this cool off. Again, it's nice and solid there on the bottom. Jay is making the punty. So my vision for these two is to have different layers. So here's a tall one, and we're gonna do some other ones so that the set of 5 of them look great together on a tabletop, that they're all different heights. So you can do a single flower or some greens in there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Woo. Let's go, let's go.
Thank you.
Looking good.
So I actually don't want to mess around with this that much. I'm just gonna heat it to fuse any sharp edges that might be there. The goal is to have a really smooth top, and the less touching the glass, the better.
So if I'm reiterating this correctly, Tanya is getting a custom grouping of 5 of these that are all going to
Correct.
be different heights with different undulation in the bottom, and this is the first of the 5 that are going to be made, and I'm telling you right now,
The recycle's light.
it's sweet. It darkens up as it cools down. It's the same stuff as we were using. We haven't
Yeah.
put anything in there. Yeah, it's going to be really nice.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just,
Yeah, I like it.
That's beautiful. I love how high that gets when it gets low.
well, I think the other thing that's really cool is, again, if you fill these halfway with water, you're going to get another reflection, another quality about them. So So that's it. I really don't want to mess with the top. I really like how the optics play down the piece. This one is particularly cool because you can see inside. Sometimes plants have really unique stems on them as well. So I think this will play to that. And I'm going to pass this off to Jason, and I'm going to let him torch the bottom, knock it off. Oh, let me flash it one more time. And then if you could do the GA stamp.
Yeah, the bottom?
Yep.
I'll do it.
And you'll need a paddle, guys, just because I was in here prototyping with Michelle, to put in the front of it so when you stick it, kind of like the roses. Nice job, Michelle. Nice
I'm going to
job.
do a shorter one.
Oh, nice. Another shorter one. Beautiful. All right, Jason's going to put a little bit of water on there. Michelle's getting ready to gather up another one. These guys are over here in the gallery like kids in a candy shop, just getting crazy with the camera. Check it out, you guys. Let's go spy on them for a second. Into our gallery. This gallery is about 4,000 square feet.
I think this next one I might actually do a lap gather.
And they're over there getting crazy. Right over there.
Chris, are you talking or can I?
All right. You can talk. I'm done.
So I'm going to do a lap gather on this one.
Okay, a lap gather. You want me to explain it or do you want to explain it?
My mouth was full. You can.
All right. A lap gather, everybody, is different than the way Michelle made the first one. The first one, for different reasons. The first one, Jason brought her that molten glob off the end of the pipe called a bit, and she dropped it on the bottom. That's kind of a technique called the Mezzostampo bit, but she puts it on a lot more organic and uneven so that when it goes into the mold, it's not symmetrical. She doesn't want it to be symmetrical. She wants it to be very asymmetrical and organic. Well, the next way she's going to do it on this second one, much shorter vase, is she's going to take a lap gather, which means you take that bubble and you let it cool down a little extra long, and then you go into the furnace and you gather up a molten gather only on the bottom of the bubble. And then she would come out and immediately come over and go into the optic mold and have the same technique, but just the way she gets the glass on the end of the blowpipe's a lot different.
So it's ironic that we were doing the raindrops because this involves swinging the piece as well.
You know, centrifugal force is a really, really important tool along with gravity, which they both complement each other, to get the glass to lengthen itself out. And I always tell people when we're doing our demonstrations that, you know, that's one of the most important tools that a glass blower can use is gravity. And fortunately, we get our gravity for free. Most people have to pay for it, but we get ours for free and they ship it to us in boxes. It's really nice.
So with our free gravity. So my next step is to let this cool. It's cool enough here, but not here. If I go into the furnace and dip that lap gather, and this is too hot, I'll just lose the shape. And the trick is it's really thin too, which is what I'm looking for with that solid base. So I kind of have to be fast. Sounds like it's cold enough?
Sounds good. I'm going to get right in there. Over to the furnace. Let me get a little focus action going before you go in there, Shell.
Focus, focus.
All right, why don't you go for it? All you guys did was see her go into a screaming hot 2,000 degree hole of heat, and she did it, and now she's into the mold quickly before I could even get over there. And now she's out of the mold, shaking the mold off. Check that out. Love that technique. Little air in there.
So tell them about yesterday, the struggle you had.
What struggle? I didn't have a struggle.
Bringing the bits? Why it was a struggle.
Michelle wants me to tell you guys, which I think it's pretty cool, but it's like I'm a very technical glass blower, and everything, I mean, not everything I blow, but for many, many years, literally multiple 10 years at a time, I've tried to make stuff perfectly symmetrical. So when Michelle asks me to bring her something that's really crooked and off center, it's a little tough for me to do because I got to break out of my shell. But
All right, now you
yesterday
can.
I did break out of my shell a little bit when I was prototyping with Michelle. Yes, amazingly enough, we can work together and prototype together. We do a lot of that. We've done a ton over the years trying to work out projects, work out different styles.
So one thing that Chris was like not sure he liked was this bump in the bottom. And I don't know if you've ever had a Hershey's Kiss that you leave out in the sunlight and you open it up and it kind of gets all saggy and warm. I really like that. And the reason I like it is because that's not something commercial glass will do. That really says it's handmade, it's a handmade quality. So I was really looking forward to having that in the glass.
Well, I tend to stay away from the melted Hershey Kisses. Puntying it up, which Jay's got the punty. Michelle just added it on, knocked it off, and now he's holding on to the glass.
Thank you.
On the punty, which the punty leaves
Thank
the
you.
chip mark on the bottom of the
Got it.
glass called the pontil mark. And that pontil mark comes from the piece of glass that's attached to the bottom. You gotta make sure you don't permanently fuse that punty into the bottom of the piece, because if you do, you won't be able to get the glass off the punty rod.
Is that a hint?
No, not at all. You've never, I don't remember the last time you fused a piece on. Not
Can
very many
you-
of us around here do that. Even our young, masterful apprentice, Jason here, doesn't permanently fuse the pieces on there.
I was gonna say, can you, so this one had a little chip. I don't like the top. So this one I'm actually gonna trim, but it's not hot enough. I was gonna say, can you show them my shoes?
Oh, check out the, what are they called?
Duck feet.
Duck feet. These shoes are super sweet. They're really nice, handmade shoes. Michelle's working the living heck out of these things because they make her feet feel great. And I think they're naturally made for people who have a little bit wider feet, right, Michelle?
They are, or if you're getting like bunions.
I don't know, bunions or whatever, but they're just shoes that are made a little wider so they're a little more comfortable. And Michelle's been years trying to keep her toes from being crunched together by wearing those fancy
No high
shoes
heels
with
for
toes
me.
in them. And she's got the gel and toe separators, doing her yoga, rolling around all over the place.
Thank you for
But,
sharing my life with everyone.
But her feet are so comfy in those shoes, you guys, that I recommend these shoes to everybody out there. You know the website, Michelle?
Duckfeet.com.
Duckfeet.com. And if you're really quiet when Michelle's running, you can hear her slapping the ground when she runs by like duck feet.
So I let the hole on this one get small too, because sometimes the plants you have really weak stems, and this allows you to put them in deeper, and the smaller neck will hold them upright.
Did you guys hear that?
What was that?
Oh my gosh, it's your thing.
I don't even know where that came
Here,
from.
I'm gonna hand that off.
I thought Poe was back there chewing on one of his stuffed animals, but that was the duck feet.
So he has a sound app on his phone, and he found a duck.
That was great. That second piece is gorgeous, and it's going to look great with the first one.
Well, she's gonna get, so the beauty is I'll do a whole body of them, which means like a body of work. And then I'll take them and piece them together. So I can see these on like a nice dining room table. They're small enough that you could put them all along the center of the table and have the plants come up. The other thing that's beautiful for these as centerpieces is that when you have a body of them in the center of the table, they're clear and you can still see your guests and you can see through the space. So there's kind of a lot of intention when I'm creating something. The practicality of it, the beauty of it, and the functionality of it, but also at a price point that we can all afford. So
I like it. So what was the price point situation over here on the ones that
The
were...
first
oh,
10
the first 10, you
at
guys.
a certain price, and then they go up from there.
It's gone. So how much were they on the website? Kaylee, how much were those on sale on the website for?
58.
58 tonight? Like the first 10 were 58, everybody. And then what are they going up to now? Now they're going up to 88. So it was a $30 difference, but we do have some beautiful one gathers left. We've got numbers 1, 2, and 3, everybody, which they're All three of them are beautiful. And if you look right down on the bottom of the piece, you can see Michelle signed the pieces right on the bottom right there. Each one of them. 1, 2, and 3, 9 and 10, and number 13 is right here. So it is up. So there is a few more, you guys. It's right there. It was hidden. It was moved to the center. So you can get it for $30 cheaper. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Get them while you can, guys. All right.
Gnomeville.
So now I think we're going to Gnomeville.
Yeah, come this way and we'll come back.
Oh, do you have a microphone?
No, but you can talk.
Let me get this one out so I can just stretch it out your way.
All right. Oh, Jake, you want to explain Gnomeville? All right, we're going to Gnomeville. So here on the other side of the gallery, we're doing pre-orders for the gnomes. We're doing pre-orders for the gnomes. So what that helps us know is exactly how many gnomes we're going to make for the show. They all had different hats or braids, and what we're going to do is we're going to have more. So just for example, say there's 10 gnomes with a red hat. We'll have 20 gnomes on the table so that you have choices, but come check out the area.
So you're going to be able to come pick your gnomes up, right?
Yes, if you are not in Michigan, which is totally feasible, you're going to get a special code. We're going to take a picture. That code will allow you to go in and choose your number with no fee because you pre-bought them.
Nice.
Does that make sense? So say you pick gnome number 6, and after 6 there'll be 0 left, so we know gnome number 6 goes exactly to you.
I like it. So we're walking over here to the AKA behind the bar. And here we are. This is our, it's so hot, that sunlight is so hot, it's ridiculous.
So I just went, do you want the mic? Can you guys hear me? So I just went to South Carolina, and while I was there, Spanish moss. So that kind of helps our gnome display. You've seen some of them. We started making them today. They have their stamp on the hat, so those are how you're going to know they're the Glass Academy gnomes.
Oh yeah, the big GA.
They're all one of a kind, unique and individual. So just because you're seeing this one doesn't mean this is the only blue-hatted one.
Yeah.
There's a red hat. We've got purple, and the other colors are on the website.
And they're getting different each time. We're trying out new styles. Each one that we do, we're changing it up a little bit. So every one, like I heard Mom just saying there, is going to be completely its own style.
So we're going to have 100 or so gnomes in this whole gnome decorated area, right?
Well, how many do we know? How many pre-orders are still available?
Look, there's that. Pre-orders, Kaylee's got the numbers. I will say there's under 25 left.
Under 25 pre-orders available.
Look who come out to
And
see
Batch might have
us.
something to say about that.
Hey, sweetie. Oh, she's a little tired right now because she's, how old is she? Like 18 years
She's
old?
pretty old. She's definitely a grandma, but she's doing a great job kicking it here at the shop, keeping all the mice away. And she loves a good, oh yeah. 16.
There's 16 left?
Nope.
Oh, 16 is
16 years is how
Oh.
old Batch is.
Well, I got it all mixed up.
Man, look at those claws.
She's gnarling it up.
Ooh, baby.
All right. So you guys saw Gnomeville. It turned out really great. We'll do a little slide by, walk by our drinking vessel table here, guys. Check out that picture with the matching glasses. One of a kind. I'm telling you, I had a good time making that picture. Look at that thing. All right, so something else is going on. Here's another beautiful set. Some of Jake's pieces here. Whoa. All right, let's get going.
All right, well, I'm going to gather it up and we're going to make it happen.
Nice. What are you making? A gnome?
We're taking it to Gnomeville.
Gnome Town. All right, looking good, looking good.
Yeah.
Remember the question, you guys. What's your favorite spring flower? Come on, let us know. And SHARE the feed, and send the email to enews@glassacademy.com. And if you're local, you better sign up for the Mom and Me tea because there's not going to be very many spots left.
I just hit the optic wall with it, guys, since this is a one-of-a-kinder on the show that will be for sale before the gnomes are even for sale. I'm going to
What?
make it a little bit bigger.
Nice.
It's going to be a little bit special. It's going to be special.
I like it.
Special piece here.
That glass, that recycled glass, because of the minerals that are in there, that are melted down in there, they're not visible, but they're in there. The recycled glass is really creamy. I'm talking creamy.
It's creamy as that lobster bisque we had for lunch.
That lobster bisque was a little creamy for me. It was like drinking,
I like the,
I was drinking pure cream.
Yeah,
with
I like-
lobster flavor.
I like the other seafood one a little better.
Chunky potatoes, corn, carrots, all the goodness.
Clams.
How about what's everybody's favorite soup? Why don't you guys tell me what your favorite soup is? And right now, I'm dreaming about some ice cold gazpacho because I love gazpacho, especially in the hot shop.
Ham and pea. Split pea ham soup, baby. Look at this move. Anybody know what that's gonna be yet?
I know what that move's called.
What's that move called?
The ball bearing banger.
Wow. That's what we were calling it all day.
You were? Crazy.
Now this is a move that took us a few to get down here. It looks simple, but the cut is very particular.
What was that, a foot?
This is 1 foot now. And I had to
Nice.
make that cut so that the toe of that blade that cut the glass there stays underneath the body of this gnome.
Did we talk about second design, the recycle tank?
We have talked about second design, but I like that. We could talk about it some more. You want to say something?
Well, the base of this gnome is our recycled glass furnace. That was a big part of why we wanted to do these gnomes. We wanted to use our recycled glass. So we're trying to figure out the best way to use it. And we want a solid body so this gnome is not falling over in a rainstorm. I'm putting mine outside. I think they'd look really good like in a fairy garden.
I'd like to have one a bowling ball size.
Yes.
But the beauty of that recycled glass when you make bigger, more solid pieces is the blue becomes very, very vivid and very, very gorgeous. Look at that. We got some sweet feet on there. Looking good. Let's check them out. I almost think we could call those boots
Perhaps.
because I think gnomes, like stormtroopers, wear boots. Someone said dill pickle down at
Yeah, dill pickle.
what's the name of that place in
Hamtramck.
Hamtramck? It's called the Village Cafe.
I don't know the name of
Isn't
it.
that where we go to eat sometimes to get dill pickle soup? Yeah, it's called the Village Cafe.
Delicious.
Nice Polish restaurant down there.
I just realized in searching for a house that Hamtramck isn't even Detroit. Hamtramck's its own city
Yep.
within Detroit, surrounded by Detroit. Me either. It's pretty cool. Is this the one?
Yep, I'm gonna get it hot for you. I'm gonna get it more ball-like.
What is this? Is this the beard?
This will be the beard.
Beard's going on, guys. We're going to Beard Town.
Here we go.
This is where the gnomes get their knowledge.
They said this is where the gnomes get their knowledge. A nice round patty. Now I'm gonna get real
Is there any
swirly
patties
with it.
out there?
I know
Patty
there's a few
McGillicuddy.
patties.
I know a Patty McGillicuddy.
Here we go. Get a zoom in on this.
We're creating the beard curls.
I'd have to say this is an ode to when we watched Lino work and Pino doing the cherub hair for Dale Chihuly when he did little cherubs on his faces. That's where I learned that technique.
That was back in the day when glassblowers were just continually dumbfounded with new techniques that were coming from the Italians. I mean, we didn't really know what we were doing. And the Italians came over and your mouth was dropped open every time you watched an Italian master blow glass because you were just like, you can do that?
That sounds so nice. Let's do the punny, but I am going to squish the nose in too.
All right, so Jake's got a beautiful beard on there. He's getting ready to put what, the nose on or the punty?
We're going to punny it up and switch it around first, but this is his nose placement. Right there is where it's going to go.
I like it. Well, hopefully, if you guys ever come into town and you don't live in Michigan, you come by and visit us at the Glass Academy. You just check the website out. We've always got classes going on every weekend, and every once in a while, if you're lucky, there might be some class space available. But lately, we've been selling out all the classes because people are really excited to get together and do it, and people have been vaccinated, and you know, we're following all the correct protocols and everything. So it's a pretty nice thing, and hopefully things clean up a little bit and things start chilling out around here in Michigan, so that we can keep things rolling in a safe and relaxed manner. That's what we all want. We want everybody to be safe.
Get a nose going, right?
Yes, sir. All right, we got this guy flipped around. That means his bottom half is complete. He's got 2 feet, a beautiful beard, and we're gonna put the schnoz on next.
The schnoz.
That's right. And while Jason's gathering that up and putting color on it, I'm gonna touch up the top and get it to the correct size, the correct height for the way that we're gonna apply this cap on.
You're talking like you made like 40 gnomes today, Jake.
I feel like I have.
He's getting good, guys. Jake's getting to be a pretty amazing glass blower. I got to compliment my son. He's my boy, and he's been blowing glass for a long time, but he's really, ever since he came back from Pittsburgh, he's working for Drew and Janine at Vessel Studios, some really good friends of ours. He helped them a lot, and they helped him a lot and taught him a lot.
Heck yeah.
Now that he's here blowing a lot more glass because he's living in Detroit now, he is just really tightening his skills up. It's one of the only ways you can get to become a better glass blower is by blowing a lot of glass. That is just the truth for every apprentice craft and every apprentice profession. If you're talking about electricians, if you're talking about even, I mean, I would even say that a doctor's residency is kind of like the same thing. You're in a residency for 2 years, so you're used to doing what you have to do and doing it right. And it's the same as an apprentice glassblower or an apprentice electrician, blacksmith, what have you.
Look at this guy's schnoz.
Check the schnoz out, guys. I'm telling you right now, I think I blacksmith with a guy like this. His name's Ron Bishop, and he's a good friend of mine, and he has, it's nothing to do with his schnoz, he just has a big white beard.
I think a few of our fans have met him before.
Yeah, you guys, any of you guys out there that are on, follow us, Jake and I, on Patreon. Patreon is a live streaming portal that allows people to support artists being a patron, and we have a show called the Nordine Show, Studio Show, Nordine Studio Show, and we do all kinds of really amazing projects. We just got this thing up and running, and we've got a really nice group of people who are watching us, and we're trying to show you guys some pretty amazing stuff and pretty much what our life's about. Okay, we're going for a hat here, right, Jay? And it's going to be a lapis blue gnome hat.
Gnome hat.
We got the gnome over here completed with a red hat.
That's the one. So if any of you guys have taken our mushroom class, this is a very similar process to where we put the caps on the mushroom. And when I take this off of here, he's gonna kind of look like he's wearing a sombrero or maybe a mushroom head until we complete it into the beautiful gnome cap it will be. Before cap.
Looking good, looking
Ready.
good.
Remember to let it touch and just lift up, don't push. Yep, lift. Good. Oh, babe.
It looks like a pizza.
Here, I'm going to show you guys him without it squished down yet.
Holy. But now this is where the hat all comes together.
That's right. This is what I was talking about. The sizing of it's very important to get this thing lined up, and that's 50-50. Me and the assistant bringing the right amount of glass, squishing it the right amount, and pushing it right down on top of his schnoz.
Yeah.
Just put a hat on.
I
There
love
he
it.
is, folks.
Looking
Couple extra
good.
moves here now. The blue is nice. The blue is real nice.
Lapis is a real soft color, you guys. And if you're not familiar with this, different colored glass melts at different temperatures. So if you're blowing lapis and you got lapis next to white, or next to, let's say put it next to a real stiff color like orange or red. Those colors are so stiff that it just would be so tough to blow it out evenly. Pulling out the point on that hat. Getting crazy, folks. A few facts. Anybody who has any facts about gnomes, will you guys put them, send them to us right now in the chat? I can tell you a few. Gnomes are genderless. I'm just saying the historical thing behind gnomes is they're genderless. And then there was something else we found out. Because they're genderless, their babies just like, what do they do? Just come out from under rocks or something?
Stork come bring their babies?
I don't know, maybe a stork, but we don't know how the babies come. Do you remember?
I'm just not sure.
Remember
There was
someone-
something we heard. Yeah, I don't remember what it was
They
though.
thought they were like, came out of like a rocks or something.
I've seen a movie like that.
They rolled, didn't
Like
they?
came out of rocks.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I know. And they'd be like, let's roll. And they just roll up and they'd roll down the hill.
I don't know. That's some other movie.
I'm having a deja vu because then we talked about tribbles from Star
Whoa.
Trek.
What's a tripper?
A tribble is a furry little ball that was from another planet that got onto the Enterprise. And the Enterprise almost was destroyed because this loving, cuddling little tribble reproduced so much that the Enterprise engines were going to shut down because there was millions of them duplicating themselves on there. Look at that gnome. I'm telling you.
GA stamp
the
on the
GA.
side.
I love
He
these
is
gnomes.
pretty clean, folks.
I love it.
Very nice.
All right, so that one is going to be for sale. It's going to be on the website. And you know what? Maybe there's some new people on the show, but tomorrow we're going to do an annealer reveal. Every Wednesday after our Tuesday show, we do an annealer reveal. And what that is everything we make tonight goes into an annealing oven and is cooled down for about 18 hours, just because that's about the right thickness. If we were going to do something a lot thicker, we would have to anneal it longer. But tomorrow we crack open the furnace and we put all these things live right on TV for you to see them. And then we set the prices and we put them live that day on the website for sale. We're getting a little camera change here to lighten it up a little bit to get a little extra coolness. We got ice cubes we put on our iPhones. I'm waiting for the Steve Jobs team to come up with some type of like liquid cooled iPhone case for those of us who work in hot environments so we can keep the iPhone nice and cold while we're working.
There he is.
Oh yeah. See ya. Into the annealing oven for an overnight sleep. Nice job, Jake. That was a beautiful gnome.
Pretty
Give him a round
sweet.
of thumbs up, guys. He's getting crazy over here.
They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun, and just like making the slugs, we have a blast in the shop here. Each one, you look at them in the end, or her, they got their own total personality. Super cute, and like Michelle said, we got about 25, I believe, more pre-orders for our Gnome Festival that you guys know about now.
That's what's left?
Yes.
So how many did we
25
say?
pre-orders. I'm not sure what the total number was, but we wanted to cap it so we weren't overwhelmed. We got about 2 weeks now to make as many of those as we can for that pre-order. And I think we're doing either 5 or 6 colors. Those will be the cap colors, and they'll be all different, unique, and cool. And then the skin tones will all be a little bit different, the toes and the nose as well.
Nice.
They're gonna be cool.
I love it.
All right.
All right. Well, now we're going to go over to the board for a minute and talk about what's coming up next.
Yeah.
What's going on the board here? We got Michelle's first artist choice went to Jake. He made a gnome, and the next piece she's going to be doing is we got to ask her, right?
We better ask her.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun.
Rhonda, she said you guys are amazing. Daffodils are high on the list for flowers.
Daffodils are high
daffodil
on the
and
list.
hyacinths are very high on the list for flowers.
Jake's-
Tulips are appearing as well, though, and there's still time to enter to the contest.
Jake's giving Mom the microphone.
Oh, I could do. There is one piece I want to try. Should I do
Perfect.
one more?
Yeah.
Well, let me hand you this, and you can get down to it.
Unless you want to work the mic for a minute. There you go, Jake.
I gotta check on the tech support.
Oh, I was just checking the tech support.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
I'll take the camera. Actually, I'm taking this off.
I have the camera. I'll do it.
All right, here you go, Mom.
You're gonna assist me?
I'll let you guys get your camera situated. We'll get Jason over here gargling up some tasty ice cold water, which we need in the shop tonight. It's pretty warm out there. We had a beautiful day here in Michigan, everybody. It was not a cloud in the sky most of the day. I think it was about 70 degrees all day long. Real nice, the way we like it. We were just talking that we're getting ready to open up those 4 windows in the back right there next to the, you guys know what that sign is, don't you? If you're a glass blower, this is what people tell you the whole time you're learning. It says, gotta have it hot, which means you gotta have that glass hot as heck to work the glass and have it turn out beautiful. But we've got those, and now we've got those windows over there. Now we're back to you guys.
We're looking at everyone's comments.
I rearranged the table here so we can take a look at the final 5 that are available.
Nice.
I don't have a mic on, but there's 5 left, and they are looking good.
Number 1, Below Chubsta.
Well, it kind of looks like the mug you just made.
Yep. Number 2, that one is the square, right out of the square medicine cabinet, looking tasty. Number 3 is the leaner, the super crazy little snout. I like that one a lot. Tall boy, number 9. We got a Frankie right here, kind of looks like Frankenstein's head. That's super cool looking. And then we've got this guy right here. That is the new design that Michelle came up with. That is going into production here at the Glass Academy in Dearborn, Michigan.
So not upside down because it's too much. Yeah.
About the same size I brought you, though.
Yeah. And I'm gonna wrap it up.
These guys are figuring out what Michelle's going to be doing.
Which
is great.
More left, number 13.
Only 3 more?
Only 3 left.
You guys, there's only 3 more of the fancy, custom, brand new design that Michelle came up with right here. Check out that bottom. Really cool. I love the optics on the edge right there. Nice and tall, so you can put a really nice boat. These are real flowers in here too. It's kind of blowing my mind. I thought they were plastic. Look at them. But that vase is really nice, you guys. There's only 3 left at that discounted price of $58, and then after the show, it's going to go up to $88 a piece. So if you want to get one of those, they're going to be for sale online for 88 bones.
Do you know why they're going up in price?
Because they're well worth it.
Yes, and
I think
also
they should be
because
even more
I
expensive.
don't blow a lot of glass.
They're just because they're designed by you. You're world
Well, I'm
famous,
just saying,
girl.
They're limited edition is what I'm getting at.
Okay, well now we're saying is edition spelled with the E? L-E, limited edition, eh? I don't know. I'm not the best speller, you guys. I can make cool stuff, but that's it. I'm not a good speller. All right, she's got a molten gatherer. Now she went for crystal this time. She got clear crystal on the pipe. That clear crystal came out of that furnace. We cook our glass a little bit hotter than most. Probably cooking it today around 2160 degrees. Keeping it nice and molten. She's using that cherry wood block to shape the piece.
So why am I using cherry wood instead of the marble?
Well, you could use the Marva to shape it, or you could use the cherrywood block, and it's kind of a preferred preference either way to each one, depending on the artist. But I think Michelle doesn't want to be jumping up and down and getting to the bench because she wants getting to the Marva so she can blow the piece out a little quicker and a little thinner. So the block is actually right in the bucket behind her bench, and that saves in efficiency.
Yes, what I was getting at was the Marva takes more heat out of the glass.
That's what they want to hear. They want to hear the inside scoop from the designer.
Yeah, so.
Did you hear the air come out of there when she took her mouth off the pipe?
Look at that nice, symmetrical, even bubble. That's like a big thing when you're learning how to blow glass, is a lot of times people can't blow an even bubble. And that affects everything you do. In fact, Chris tried to make something uneven the other day and couldn't do it.
Some people can't make something crooked.
It's true.
Oh boy.
What?
I'm parched.
You're supposed to like get your beverage together before you start blowing.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's do that one more time for everybody, Jake. This is the type of shoes Michelle has on.
Yeah.
Duck Feet. Duckfeet.com. Check them out, everybody. If you're wanting a comfortable pair of shoes, they're nice and they're heavy duty. They take a little breaking in, and when you get them broken in, they're like Red Wing shoes, man. Red Wings are the tightest boots you could ever get, but they're worth it.
All right, so Jason's gonna bring me a big old hot piece of glass, not that big, but he knows, coming from an angle. Maybe scoot this over a little. And we're gonna go right around the bottom.
All right, wanna get that going?
Okay.
So this is a prototype piece.
Yeah, so see the little triangle?
This is the little triangle, you guys, and the only thing I know about this thing is that it spins. That's what we should be using for our spin indicator. But you're seeing live artist prototype action going on right now, folks, on Michelle's Artist Choice. Once we get done with the Artist Choice, we're going to be doing the giveaway piece. Yep. And every week we give a giveaway piece. The show goes every Tuesday night from 6 to 8. Yes, Michelle?
Hang on a second, gotta concentrate. Let it drip, flip. Work with me, come along. So I want all the glass, and it doesn't matter. Thank you.
She wants all the glass and she doesn't care.
I'm a honey badger. So what was I saying prior to that? Oh, we're gonna do the Wheel of Names.
Ah, the Wheel of Names for the giveaway winner.
So we
Ooh,
had
Wheel of Names.
152 entries. So there are your odds. So I'm gonna go 1 point, 2 point, 3 point.
The wide base special. Tripod action.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lunar Lander.
Speaking of which, who heard that show on NPR? Can I tell them?
What about the guy in his eyes?
Oh my gosh. So the Russian space thing, some guy wrote a book, and on NPR yesterday they were saying the Russian guy from 1961 that orbited the Earth did it in 100 minutes.
The first guy who ever got in space and orbited the Earth.
What they didn't calculate right was where he landed. So he landed in a potato field,
In a
and
what?
no one knew who he was
In a potato field.
in Russia. So he lands in this potato field. And there's a daughter and a mother, grandmother working in the potato field, and they run from him because they don't know what, like he's
Probably thought he was an
just like,
alien.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then he walks into town. Now he just went 18,000 miles an hour, and he's landed on Earth, and he's trying to get to somewhere where they'll know him, and he can get back to the base. So they give him a horse. Could you imagine?
So in his spacesuit, he rides a horse to civilization.
That's cool.
And then the guy who wrote the book said he's got a picture of him in the potato field. And the farmers who gave him the horse were all interested in like just getting a picture with him and hanging out with him instead of like, we don't need you to get back.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a blast from the past, that's for sure.
Jake's grabbing the money.
Good.
All right, Jake's got a punty
Yeah, Jake's
over
like,
there.
yeah.
Got the nice grassy reeds up there on top of the hood, guys. I don't know how many of those up there, but there's a boatload. Probably about 80 or 90 of them.
What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna let you open it.
Going for the punny here, guys. Right on center, looking good.
Thank you.
Well, is there anything else supposed to do with it? Or?
Whatever you want. You can pull it up, tweeze it, cut it, leave it, whatever you like. Let's see what he does.
Nice job.
Is it a pass off? Is he gonna finish it?
The pass off.
This is how you keep people on their toes. This is also how I learned. Like one person would start and the next person would finish.
Really?
And so you learned to compensate other people's, you only would concentrate on one thing. When you make something from start to finish, you have to think of the 10 steps it takes to make it. If all you're doing is finishing a piece, opening it up, trimming the lip, putting a handle on, that's all you're concentrating on that day, and then you get really good at it.
That does make sense. Like bringing the pumpkin handles and stuff like the
Yeah.
pumpkin stems. Like
Yeah.
just that, so yeah.
Right? But if you were starting with the pumpkin and thinking about color and doing the whole thing, it's not as efficient. So this is kind of looking like a rocket ship vase.
Oh, Jake's getting buck wild on the top. So I don't know, did everybody hear the big news about the wings? Mantha.
Full rebuild. Check this out. Zoom in on this stuff.
Whoa!
No one's talking. Oh, I like it. It's like the little scallop edge. It's looking kind of Renaissance jestery.
I like that for a motive candle holder. Votive. Votive candle.
It did turn out good. It turned out way more raindroppy than I was thinking it would.
Stop spinning it for a second so it can focus. There you go. That's sweet looking, Jake.
So the next thing is this prototype does not have a Glass Academy stamp on it, so you can do it underneath, or it can be signed. The Jake Michelle combo.
It is a Jake and Michelle combo, you guys. It's a prototype. It's pretty darn sweet looking, and it will be for sale along with all the other pieces we did tonight. Jake pulled some crazy cool stuff out of that Red Wings hat. All right, so
funny.
Jason's gonna torch that bottom, and then we're gonna be in business into the annealing oven. All right, all right.
So maybe we could do the spin names.
For
Kaylee, could you get set up for the game?
the random draw.
Here is the winner will win this stylish drinking horn.
That's the drinking horn Jake made last Tuesday, right? The last piece of the day.
That it is.
And those people who shared the feed and answered the question were and will be entered into the random
Name generator.
itemizer thingy, which
So-
we're going to go look at. Check it out. We had how many? 150?
152.
152 people.
So the thing is, sometimes people's emails don't tell us their name. So it's going to be a winning email that we shouldn't really have on camera, Chris.
Well, it's not going to pop up, and it does. I'll run away really quick.
Perfect.
So make it spin so everyone sees
That's why
it.
we need to remind everyone to put their names in the email.
Well, they do, but it's to get this list.
There it goes.
Hey!
152 emails, and it randomly grabs one. Kablanny.
Red, yellow.
Kaylee's going to look it up.
And now I pull it away because somebody just won, and we're going to tell the name.
Yes, or if we can't figure out the name right away, it will be in our e-news. So the e-news that goes out Friday, the winner will be listed in there.
She's going to find it real cool, really quick.
Depends how they entered. We have 2 ways through the e-news and how we do it. So, but either way, this is won by someone that had an email that.
That's a handheld, looking to me like a shot horn for a big old shot. Look at that.
That's good. Look at that. Nice and smooth.
Oh, she's got a name.
GA stamp. We've got a name being written down right now.
Our winner is
Lenny Green.
Congratulations!
Congratulations,
If we had
Lenny Green.
balloons, we'd be like,
Been watching since show 10, she says.
hey, it pays off.
She's been watching since show number 10.
All right,
so
you'll
that we're
receive
106 now, so that'd be 94 shows she's been watching.
You'll get an email and we'll tell you what to do.
All right, guys, sounds great. All right.
All right, so now what's up?
I'll take your mic from you, and I'll take the camera, and you're doing the giveaway.
What? I thought I was going to take a break and get a glass of water.
I'll get you one. Something funny?
Mic switch. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Giveaway time. Give me a second to plug this baby in.
Color out or something?
So, Mom and Me Tea is something we do every year, but this year Jake came up with a new flower.
Yeah, check that baby out. See the stem too. It's going to be a pretty fun class, guys. It's a Mom and Me class. There's going to be some assistance from the instructor on making that stem, but you guys will be the first class that we've offered that you will actually be cutting the glass. Other than, I think our icicle class, you got to put some little nips in, but you guys are going to literally be taking the shears, oops, and snipping it all the way around.
And if you have any questions, the Dawn at the Glass Addicts, well, Dawn was here, and I just have to say she may have had to try one of these.
Dawn did get to try the first class that we offered of this, of the flower Mother and Me class. It's going to be a blast, guys. You should definitely check that one out. 2 weekends in May.
And we have cut the slots that we offer in half. So remember, we're 14,000 square feet in our gallery. We cut the class in half. Plenty of room for social distancing.
That's right. Nice and relaxed. So here comes the giveaway, guys. We just gave away one piece. We got about 20 minutes left. We're right on schedule for a beautiful 2-hour show, The Gathering Point, here at the Glass Academy. We got Jason and Chris on the pipe here making it happen. Looks like he's blowing a bubble into here. I don't know, and I didn't hear what they're going to be making, but I'm going to be dictating the process directly to your guys' eardrums. Listened to a pretty interesting podcast this morning about going deaf, and I think about that all the time because, I don't know, I feel like my hearing's not that good and I'm nervous about it, but it was an interesting podcast. TED Radio Hour was and I've been listening to all week, has some beautiful, beautiful, cool podcasts about some pretty interesting and philosophical topics, and I love it. I know you would too when you get your podcast figured out, Jason, driving an hour to work every day. And he just stares out the window. Good thoughts. Straightforward, he said. So it looks like Chris has it shaped up here to go into the pineapple mold, and he's not gonna go onto his big toe because that wouldn't feel so good, but he does go into this mold and he inhales air a little bit, and you're gonna see right here, right now, look at that texture coming out of the mold. That is beautiful. And that was a very fast move, but whenever it happens, we always talk about the difficulty of that move, and it takes at least 5, sometimes more years to be able to do that move and not get stuck in the mold. And that's why products that have that texture are usually a little more on the pricey side and are really rewarding to make for the glass blower and for people to use that product. The texture is ridiculous and the optics of the glass are ridiculous. Mom's busting out the candy.
Time for little sweets. I want to thank Kathy White. We got a ton of treats at Christmas, and I knew if I put some in the freezer,
We'd be eating them.
we'd be styling later on in the year.
And I want to thank Julie, who came into the shop as well. Julie Finn, you guys, again, you guys know we have amazing people here in Dearborn and around Dearborn in Michigan, and even outside of Michigan that travel to see our shop and say hello. But Julie came in the other day, got some treats and some toys for Batch, for the dog, Poe, got us all some snacks, even handmade us some new masks, which I've been wearing. And we appreciate that, Julie. You are the bomb diggity. And all of our amazing Glass Academy addicts are the bomb diggity. We love you guys all here at the Glass Academy. And so he's got a beautiful, super thin pineapple mold textured cup top. And it looks like Jason's bringing over with a beautiful symmetrical gather, a nice drop of glass. Chris is applying that with a very steady hand onto the top, and I'm gonna get a beautiful angle of this stem being created. It looks like we're either going to Snifterville or we're going to Goblet Town. So let's just take a gander. You see it's still glowing. That recycle glows more than does the clear, and that's why it's a little difficult to focus on for the camera, as if the 2,000 degree clear glass isn't difficult enough. But there goes one line, there goes the second line, and he squished up a little glass up onto the bottom of that bubble. This is a very intricate stem he's starting up here. A little bit of extra torch work. Looking beautiful. The water went down quick over here. Yes?
I've got a little more clarity. The Mom and Me tea, it just happens to be around Mother's Day. We have guys show up. I had 2 guys that were friends and signed up for it. I don't know why they didn't think it was like a specialty class, but everyone's included. It doesn't matter if you don't come with your mom, you can come with whoever you want.
Heck yeah.
Somewhere someone has a mom if you're on this planet, so you could just celebrate life.
And just the fact that it's a brand new style of product and that you guys are going to be trying something brand new at the Glass Academy.
Okay, lighten up. Stay there.
Definitely doesn't have to be a Mother's Day theme, but we are going to have some tea and we are going to be hanging with you guys, and that's what I can promise. For all you guys that aren't local, I've started shopping deals to get a guaranteed rate at hotels around the shop here. We've got a couple new hotels just down the street that have opened up, and that's going to be coming up in the near future. If you guys do plan on coming into town to visit the Glass Academy when the vaccines really start rolling out and everything gets much cleaner, wow, that is delicate, baby. That's nice. Then we would love to welcome you guys into our domain here at the Glass Academy and get you guys a nice special deal at one of the hotels around here, but just holler at us. We want to see all you guys in person. I love looking at your Facebook profile picture, but it would be sweet to get you in the shop as well. Chances are, if you guys get in the shop, one of us is going to be in the shop. This place doesn't operate without the core 5 here that's standing around us tonight. Jason's bringing over a soupy, juicy, and delicious recycle foot. Ooh, look at that reflection in the pineapple mold. Dang. And here comes that footing tool foot again, guys. This is something that is pretty hardcore. Look at his thumb right next to the glass, trusting that there's not a hole in that wood. Gives it a little flatten on the bottom. Jason's here to make sure it's nice and clean. This is exactly what I'm talking about down here, guys, when I say that 30% of all glass created is thrown away and is a means to an end. You see all those chunks on the floor there? I'll take you over here as Jason gathers up some more glass, and I'll show you guys our buckets that were completely empty at the beginning of the day. Look at that. Now, I fired up at 7 a.m. today. Dad was in here. We were blowing glass from 8 to 12, and then Jason and I finished off the day up until the live show. That's a little bit more of a full day than usual, but it's still a lot of glass, and that's the beauty of that recycled tank, guys, that we don't have to just take that out at the end of the day and put it in the dumpster. We give it a second design and toss it into our second furnace and make the beautiful products we've been making all day and for you right here. And tell me that's not a beautiful shade of blue. I mean, glass in itself is beautiful. When you mix all those colors together, the idea that it's recycled and reused glass and it's still equally as beautiful, if not more beautiful, that's pretty ridiculous. We're blessed for that. I'm gonna take you back over here to our new design. I know before we started this piece, we had 3 of these at the discounted rate available left for the show. We've got our gnomes. I made a gnome earlier. We got pre-orders, about 25 of those available. Those gnomes are gonna be finished up. May 1st is when we're gonna be having all those finished gnomes available for you guys. There's our giveaway question. What's your favorite spring flower? And when you guys SHARE the feed and enter by answering that question to enews@glassacademy.com. Doing those 2 things enters you guys to win, and we already gave away our recycled glass drinking horn from last week. This is gonna be the giveaway for next week. So if you guys enter into that, that situation, you guys could be holding this sweet piece here. Like I said, the Glass Academy Addicts fan-run Facebook page has about 500 people, and it seems pretty darn frequent that somehow these people that are picking the names or getting their random names picked are posting their pictures on the Glass Academy Addicts page. And man, it is cool to see when someone who's been watching the show and who appreciates the Glass Academy and loves what we're doing wins one of those pieces, and they're excited about it. I love seeing when people are drinking their favorite drink, whatever it is, out of their drinking vessel. That's really cool. And I know Carrie just actually posted hers before this show on the Glass Academy Addicts from last week's, I guess that wasn't the giveaway. That was the warmer-upper that she purchased out of all recycled, very similar to this piece. It was a mug, and she posted a picture of that baby, and that thing was nice. Yeah, beautiful trim. Pulled it out nice and thin. This is a delicate piece. Goblets, you guys, custom goblets start at $150 here at the Glass Academy. A goblet, we don't even have any goblets that aren't custom in the gallery right now. I think they would be probably 20 bucks less than that, but that's our price line for custom goblets. And this guy's gonna be going to you guys. We're gonna pick out the winner next week, show 107. That's gonna be a good one. But once again, I'm gonna hold my tongue here and not talk too much about pricing or anything really too beautiful about this piece as tools start falling, because
what happens when you got too much shit on your bench?
Yep. Because that's how it goes, folks. That is right how it goes.
It's all my own stuff, my water.
Yep.
Just had nowhere to set the buffer.
You don't need to share the feed to be under the drawing. You have to have your thing.
Yeah, you do both. So look at that. It's super delicate. So you see he's taking a lot more flashes. It's going in and out fast because it cools down quick. And I think he's just about there. Yep, he just told Jason he needs that GA stamp. And look at that. Look at that reflection of the light coming through it. That thing is popping and sparkling and getting crazy in front of our eyes.
Next Tuesday,
Oh yeah, and Mom just informed me, Michelle behind me, tech support at the moment, just informed me that, reminded me that next week is Dearborn Brewery collaboration, guys. We're gonna have a local brewing company come on in here with some brews, and we're gonna talk about drinkware, and we're gonna talk about the different styles of drinkware and what to drink beer out of and what works best, color, all that action, and beer, of course. I'm not particularly a beer drinker, but we've got a lot of beer knowledge around here since we are a glass blowing factory. And we're gonna get right into it. Happy hour special for you guys next Tuesday. So sign on to that one. And here comes a little bit of water. Beautiful, right onto that punny mark. Just being very careful not to touch the bottom of that cup. That's really important that you only touch the punny. There it goes. Look at that thing sparkle, goodness. A light tap with the back of the GA stamp. Pops off beautifully. He's gonna torch all those sharp bits. We did just break the glass off of the pipe, so he's gonna torch it, smooth that out. You got Jason knows how to take away a goblet with the forks. He's got those babies ready to go. Boom, nice and delicate. You need a hand or you got that? Could you grab the door for him? Here comes Chris. 2 blue shirts at the Glass Academy, a green company. The doors are being opened. There's our greenery. We got our sprouts. These were the prototypes of sprouts. We have these available online and in the website, guys. Those are sweet. Did a little show on those. But hey, nice job, you guys.
Woo-hoo!
Beautiful.
That was a nice one, guys. What a show, number 106.
Yeah.
That's darn wrap, except for some of the closed down action.
That's right. I'm going to take it over here.
We're going to turn off the glory hole.
All right. Yeah, you want to, maybe you want to grab the camera for me and I can explain the board and just show them what went down, or maybe I'll just take a look at what's left over here and we can set it right up. It was a beautiful show. Michelle made some pieces. You guys don't see her on the pipe too frequently, but we do have, if this is still up, I assume there's a couple more spots for number 13, guys, until in the next week or so. One more slot left for number 13. In the next week or so, we're gonna have those on the website, 88 a piece instead of 58. And we got 5 of the One Gather vases. And on the website, guys, you order these and you get what you get when you order. Just like with the slug, you pick your family color, and you get, if you go with the green family, we pick out the green slug from the gallery for you. Same with these One Gather vases. So this is your last opportunity here as we feature them tonight to pick out a specific one without coming into the gallery. We've got 5 left for you, and they're beautiful. Each one's unique. I'm a huge fan of number 9. Obviously, you guys can put your own flowers in them, but that is looking great. Here is the giveaway question set up for you guys. What's your favorite spring flower? You guys know how to enter by now. I said it a couple times to you, but I'm gonna set you guys up and go handle Gus's job, sign you guys off. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your Tuesday night, and we will see you guys for show 107 a week from today.